guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. Can everyone hear me loud and clear? Yes, good job. That's exciting. Thanks for everyone who's here this evening. Thanks so much for joining us and being a part of this live presentation. We're going to do something different today. Now that we have our webinar link back, some people weren't able to get in. If you can just go into the Telegram chat or on Facebook and let people know, if you can't get in, you use a different browser or refresh your cookies. That's all. Refresh the cookies or use another browser, because what happens is sometimes, depending on how old your computer is, it will hold the information that it remembers, right? So with a lot of these laptops, if you don't want it to remember the information, you have to clear the cookies for your Zoom. Whatever is there now is just not cleared. We're going to go ahead and get started. We have 200 participants. Everyone else is going to jump on through Facebook. We are now streaming live. And what we're going to do a little different today, we are going to start out. What I want people to do is, if you are enjoying SSM or if you have made money with SSM, put that information in the comments section or in the chat room, the chat box on Zoom. Why? Because I just looked up some numbers, guys. $700,000, $700,000 in payouts in 5.5 months. Yes, that's something to make noise about. Okay, people want to know, how are you doing it? How does it work? Is this true? Does it really happen? Is it really happening? Yes, yes, it is. Yes, it absolutely is. Why? Because we are a community that support one another. We share our wins with one another. We communicate and uplift one another. And not only that, we are building our business the right way. And that's really important. So for those that don't know, I've been online since 2015. And in the beginning, I was building the business the wrong way. Okay. And the reason why, I didn't really understand the online space. Everything that I looked at looked good to me. Every opportunity was like awesome, the bet to come. And I did not come in with realistic expectations. And I feel that a lot of people don't, okay? They feel like they're going to come in today and they're going to make a ton of money and they're going to start off with a big bang, and they don't think about all of the things that need to go into being successful in online space. And that's very important. So with SSM, I wanted something that was different from the normal opportunity, the opportunity I was seeing a million times. And I think that's one thing, is that a lot of these opportunities that are coming out now, and even back in 2015, everything was pretty much the same. It just had a different face. It had a different owner. The website had a different look and feel to it. But once you got into the opportunity, you realize that there was a lot of elements and missing pieces. Okay, here were some of the missing pieces. And I had this in, and actually, I'm going to ask this young lady to come out and speak today, because I think it's good for you guys to hear this if she's here today. But one of the things that I noticed is that a lot of these opportunities that are out, they're not telling people exactly what to do in order to be successful. They're not telling people how much time they need to work their business before they start seeing success. And what does success actually look like? What is it that you're looking for in order to actually start producing results? That's important. So I have a lady, she said to me, Amanda, I've been online for 15 years and I struggled. I never made over $1,000 in a year. $1,000 was like her max for the year and all of the opportunities that she was in. She's been in this opportunity for a little bit over 4 months and has made multiple thousands of dollars. And she is just so excited about what's to come. Why? Because she's currently building her business the right way. What's important? Ongoing trainings, up-to-date trainings, knowing the owner and the type of results the owner receives, because who wants to join someone that has no results, right? But not only that, a community, because it's hard to do this alone. Why? There's a lot of moving pieces to making money online. There's a lot of moving pieces for just making money from home. There's a lot of moving pieces. And if you don't have all of the moving pieces, how do you win? It's like playing chess and you're missing the queen, or you're missing one of the king. You can't do it. They all move together. At some point, one is defending the other, and as they move together, you win. So the same thing with the online space. If you have an opportunity, but you don't have traffic, you can't win. If you have an opportunity and you don't have a mentor, you can't win. If you have an opportunity and don't have a blueprint, you cannot win. These are the things that are important for your success. If you don't have a person telling you when you're doing something wrong and how to fix it, you cannot win. And that was one of the things with me, is I felt that I had all of the moving pieces, but I didn't. And not only that, I was doing too many things that was not producing results. I wasn't working on income producing activities. How did I learn about income producing activities? A mentor told me and showed me what that looks like, because there were days where I would get in front of the camera or the computer, and I wouldn't know what to do. I would start out good, but then I would notice 20 minutes in, 30 minutes, then 30 minutes in, I was on social media watching everyone else's success or everyone else's failures. I wasn't focused because I didn't know exactly what to do. That's important. That's the part that most people are missing. Not only that, a lot of people, where they mess up is that they are online and they have unrealistic expectations about the space. Why? Because so many people are coming into the online space and they are giving you false hopes. I was that person. Amanda, invest $15,000 in your business, and in 4 months, you're going to make $150,000. Now, when you first come into the space, if you don't know any better, that sounds really good. It's really bad. It's really bad. And it's not realistic. If it was that simple, we wouldn't have people working at Burger King. If it was that simple, we would not have people working at Walmart. Everyone would be in the online space making money. That's the truth. So what do we need to do? First of all, we need to give people results as quickly as possible. What we go over with SSM is what that looks like and why we do that. No one wants to work long without results. Why? Because they feel like they're wasting their time. Not only that, we want people to come in and we want people to move as quickly as possible. That's important. Not wasting time, because the more time that goes by where you're not working on your business, again, as more time goes by and you're not working on your business, what's going to happen? It'll never happen. You won't get back to work. You'll notice a week go by, a month go by, 2 months go by, 3 months go by, and you've done absolutely nothing. It's important to come in and be going 100 miles per hour. That's important. A lot of people, they treat their business like a hobby. How are you going to get consistent results if you're playing games? You can't. 1 minute you're all in, you're so excited. You treat it almost like a roller coaster ride, right? Like a roller coaster ride. You're on it and you're so excited for the first 3 minutes, and then you turn around a month later, I don't even see you again. You like literally disappeared off of the planet. Where'd you go? Oh, I decided I'm going to try Forex. What? I decided I'm going to do this. And then guess what happened? 6 months later, you're back at me again. Oh, I want to start over again. You become like this hamster on a wheel. And then guess what? 5 years then went by and you're doing the same thing. Hamster on a wheel. It is ridiculous. So what I want to do is I'm going to share with you real quick, especially for those who are new, because I'm sorry, we're back on the webinar site and I'm a little bit off my A game today, but because I'm just happy the webinar link is working for most people, because that's important. But what I want to do is I want to bring out a couple of testimonies before we get started, just because I feel like it's important for people to hear from others who haven't had any success that are succeeding. But not only that, if you are not in our Facebook group, you want to be a part of it. We currently have over 10,000 people in our Facebook group, and we have people who are sharing their results and their success, whether they're earning, they're learning certain skills, they're actually seeing some momentum within their business. And that's important. If you are seeing momentum, people are reaching out to you, people see you, they want to join you. That means that you're getting somewhere. And that's the part that counts. So what I want to do is I want to start off with a testimonial from a young lady that's been working with us that has some success, haven't been with us that long, because we haven't even been around that long. But I want them to just share what they have experienced. And then we're going to move on to the presentation. Pat, if you can please unmute yourself.
Hello, Amanda.
Hi, how are you, Pat?
I am doing awesome, Amanda. Thank you for calling me out.
Yes, because you normally introduce me, and I was so excited today that I forgot. But I really want you to come out and just share how long you've been in this space, the online space, what you've experienced so far with SSM, and what do you think about the platform so far?
Okay, great. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being on tonight. I've been on the online space about 10 years. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Beautiful. Thank you, Amanda. So I've been on the online space exactly 10 years, December 30th, 2010, to be exact. And I have joined, as you can imagine, many companies. I was successful in some of them, not successful in others, but
I'm sorry, Pat, unmute yourself, please. One more time for me.
Okay, I'm there. I'm unmuted.
There you go. I'm sorry.
Okay, so where did you hear from?
You've been on for 10 years, online for 10 years.
Online for 10 years, have joined many a program, was successful in some, not successful in the others. And as you can, as if you want to imagine, when you're 10 years doing something, you would think that, you know, you would be making your goal, financial goal. My financial goal has always been $10,000 a month, and I never reached that $10,000 a month. So lo and behold, just a couple of weeks ago, really, I kept seeing these beautiful banners on Facebook, and I reached out to a friend of mine who had, you know, a couple of banners on Facebook, and I just said, hey, tell me what's going on. So if you notice, I went to her and I asked her. She didn't come running after me, bugging me to join anything. I went to her because I loved the banners and the colors, and you know, and the fact that she was making all this money every other day. So anyway, I watched the space. I went on the Facebook group. I've been in about 2 months, but I was also in Facebook jail, and that really threw me off for about 10 days. I've made just under $1,000. And my goal is to bring this up to 5,000 a month in the next 3 months. And, you know, I really see here, guys, the difference for me is I have seen so many businesses, but never where the community was so positive like this community, that even when I was in Facebook jail, I was so depressed, and all at once I get a bing, 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 and I made money. And I'm like, oh my God, how is this possible? I didn't know what it was. So, you know, whenever I'm depressed or I get down or I didn't have a super califragilistic day, I read all the comments from everyone, and before you know it, I'm happy and I'm pumped again. Anyway, I could go on all night talking about this. Guys and gals, if you're on tonight, please pay attention. The woman who started this program, okay, and I'm from New York, I've heard every story under the sun. She is a master at what she's teaching us. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be participating with you guys. I love all of you.
Thanks so much, Pat. I appreciate you, and thanks for the compliment. What I wanted to do was make this as simple and easy as possible for the newbie and for the struggling marketer. Why? Because someone did that for me years ago, and it literally changed my life. If someone was to tell me, Amanda, you would be traveling the world, working from home, and being able to spend more time with your family, money wouldn't be an issue, I wouldn't have had, I couldn't have even fathomed or believed that was possible 7 years ago, 8 years ago. Why? Because that's what I was used to, struggling for the next paycheck, struggling to make time, going to sleep wondering how I'm going to pay the next bill. If the only income that I had was going to be taken away from me. Why? Because those are the type of people I was around. I was around a bunch of people that I worked with that you never knew. You didn't know from one day to the next whether you was going to be employed. Okay. So how do you sleep at night? There were times, and this is the honest truth, I would be so depressed or emotionally disturbed, I would be literally physically sick. Physically sick. Okay. And I know people are like, how is that possible? It is. You can be stressed at work and become physically ill. Stress is a real thing. And not only that, when you're stressing about how you're going to provide for your family, how are you going to see your way out, and it feels as if your back is up against the wall, you can get physically ill. Okay. Now, what does that do? Not only does it hurt you, it hurts others who are around you that love you, right? Because people care for you. And when they see you physically ill or you're depressed, how the whole household is messed up, right? So I wanted to make a difference. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to stop until I figure this out. Why? Because I seen other people around me that was having success. And when I mean success, I'm talking about $1,000 days every time I turned around, people who were in the business that was just killing and crushing the numbers. Okay. And I'm like, this can't be that hard. I don't even want half of what they're making. Give me 15%. I'll take $100 a day. Okay. I'm not greedy. I just want enough to take care of my family, right? And feel stress free. So you don't have to be on this platform or in this space looking to make $1,000 a day or even $500 a day. The average person is looking to make anywhere between $2,000 to $5,000 a month. That is extremely doable in this space. Why? Because this is a billion with a B, $1 billion industry. I had a gentleman that works online full time. He's been doing it for like over 10 years. Tell me the other day that he knows of an account where they're pulling in online space, $93 million a year. I'm like, I can't even wrap my brain around that. I'm like, 93 million? Like what? He said it looks as if they have a slot machine in their back. One of those slot machines they're just going like this and the money is just coming in. That's what it looks like when you look at their account. So what does that tell me? There's more than enough to go around. This is not a space that will ever be saturated, will never be saturated. There's over 200,000 people per day looking to leave their daytime job. And because of the pandemic, it's probably way higher than that, right? There's people that don't want to go back to work. Why? They don't want to bring the virus to their families, their loved ones, the elderly, whatever it is, right? People are at home doing virtual learning with their kids, but they're struggling to make ends meet. This is the perfect time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and tune into this presentation that I put together that just basically talks about what you're going to experience when you join SSM. But not only that, we're going to talk about why it works and what makes us so unique from the average program. People say to me all the time, Amanda, what makes you different from all of the other opportunities that are out there? That's what we're going to discuss, because we are very different, and it was set up and created to be that way. Why? Again, I was too tired of seeing the same programs over and over and over again that wasn't allowing people to be who they are and really learn how to build a business the right way. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do a share screen of this PowerPoint presentation that I put together, Successful Solution Method. And I like to call it a business in a box, a business in a box, a model that works for everyone that uses it. Everyone. If you get to work, you stay consistent, you will see results. It's that simple. It's that simple. It's not going to happen overnight. No, this is not a get rich quick scheme. Okay. You are really building a business, something that will last and allow you to make money for months and years to come. I've been using the formula that I put together since 2016. Okay. And I've had good months and I've had great months utilizing this system. Okay. So what is SSM all about? It's a business model that allows people to earn while you learn. This platform was created mainly for people to experience earning an income while building a successful business from home. And that's what it's all about, because anybody can build a business, but is it set up to last? Because most people that work from home or online or build a business, they don't even make it for 5 years, or it takes them 2 or 3 years to even be in profit. That's why I love this space. You don't have to wait 2 to 3 years to see results. You don't have to come up with $20,000 to build a business like you have to do with a brick and mortar business. You don't have to do that. Before the online space, you know what I was looking at? I was like, listen, what I'm going to do, I'm going to save up $20,000 and I want to buy myself a Dunkin' Donuts. And then I thought about it. I'm like, dang, that seems like a lot of work. A lot of these Dunkin' Donuts is open for 24 hours and they have a high turnover in staff. And I've spoken to some owners that it took them 4 years before they were in profit. I'm like, do I really want to do that? You have to be hands-on there every day. Even if you have a manager, you have to still be there to run it and oversee it. That don't sound like freedom to me. Sound like another headache. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want another headache. So that's why I started looking at the laptop lifestyle, building a business from home. If you have Wi-Fi in a laptop, tablet, desktop, you can be successful. We're going to go over how to turn this educational platform into a money-making machine, allowing you to produce a full-time income and brand yourself. Why do we want to brand ourselves? Because as long as you're around, people will join you. If you're still alive, healthy and breathing, there's always someone out there that will be more than happy to join you. They're just waiting for you. That's it. That's what my mentor said to me. Amanda, they're waiting for you. And he was right. I didn't understand it in the beginning, but as I went through my trainings and I kept having the mentorship, it started to make sense. And it's nothing like understanding why you're doing the things that you're doing and how they can affect your business long term. The challenges a lot of people face, and we go over this in our trainings. This is why most people are in multiple opportunities or have tried tons and tons of opportunities, unrealistic expectations, buying from sponsors who are 6- and 7-figure earners that are telling you you're going to have results overnight, or they're telling you that, oh, just get in there and follow the training. And then you get into the program and the training is outdated. There hasn't been up-to-date training in years. The owner is nowhere to be found, right? This is the stuff that happens. You're putting out money and not understanding exactly what to do in order to be successful. A lot of people are earning less than $500 in the year when they start an online business. You can't leave your daytime job with that type of money. It'll never happen. Trying to acquire a skill set that takes years to even understand. I swear, no lie, every time I would join an opportunity, once I thought I had one thing done, it was something else to learn that was holding me up from actually starting to produce an income. So I'm like, yeah, I got my funnel set up. Yeah, I finally did it after 3 weeks. I got the funnel set up. Oh, well, did you put the tracking pixels on? Excuse me? The tracking pixels, nobody said anything about that. What is that? These are skill sets. You're not going to come into business and learn all of the skill sets overnight. So what happens? A person gets into opportunity and 6 months later, they're still trying to learn the skill sets and haven't made a dime. No, you need a business in a box. Something that is put together for you to start producing results and being able to learn the things that you need to learn while you're building your business a little bit at a time. That was another thing. I was getting too much information at once. So basically, getting all of this information and not understanding exactly what to apply first or how all the moving pieces move together as one was confusing to me. And I'm like, okay, is this part important? Do I really need this? Or do I need this? Oh gosh, do I need all of this? Are the other 6-figure earners or 7-figure earners, are they using all of these things? And it was like, it was a big secret. I don't understand. Just give me the answer, right? We want to just take, and that's what I did also with SSM. All of the things that I've learned over the years, all of the trainings that I've had over the years, I took out the parts that was extremely important, and the rest of it that wasn't important, I got rid of it. That's what we call it when a person is beefing up what they're selling. They add just everything just because they want to give you a ton of value, but they're throwing in a ton of stuff that you really don't need. And that can be extremely confusing. So we want to eliminate that. People buy traffic. Some people, you guys know what traffic is, some of you don't. But some people, they purchase traffic that doesn't convert. Traffic that it's like you need it, but does it ever produce results? For me, I was one of those people. I had money to spend on traffic, but it was a hit or miss. Some weeks or months would be really good, and then others would be like crickets. Like, what happened? What happened between 1 week to another? And that's the thing that I talk about, because if it's not consistent, how do you produce consistent results? Again, $700,000 in 5.5 months. That's nothing. That's not a small number. Okay. That's a lot of money. And that's what has went out to our SSM members. Why? Because we're building the business the right way. We have traffic that converts. Okay. And we have people who are interested in learning what we have, the value. We don't go around trying to sell people anything, trying to convince people that what we have works. They see the value, they see what we have amongst our community, they see the support, and they see the results. And that's what's important. Results are important. So when you come into the average opportunity, if you're not getting results, if you're putting out a lot of money and don't understand why, what's going to happen? If you have an owner you can't communicate with, you don't have a success coach you can communicate with, what are you going to do? Eventually give up. Now, you're not going to give up on an online space. A lot of people don't. That's why we have people that have been struggling for years. They just give up on the opportunity and they move on to another, realizing that 15 years later, they've been in over 50 opportunities with no results. We talk about teamwork makes the dream work. Again, guys, we don't do this alone. Why? We move faster as one. That's it. I love the vibe in this group from Sarah. Yes, the vibe. That's important. People want to be uplifted. People want to be motivated. People want to have someone that they can reach out to if they're struggling. Another quick story. I would join an opportunity and I would be working on something for like 15 hours with no help. What's going to happen after you worked on something for 15 hours and nothing happened? Your head is going to hurt. Yes, you're going to give up. You're going to stop. It's like, what in the world? We talk about these things. A lot of the moving pieces to have success online doesn't take long to learn or apply. It should not take you 15 hours to connect a sales page to a domain name to a website. People are spending hours because they have no one to communicate with to just show them how to do it. Another thing, people aren't consistent. So now if you have over 1,800 members in a group, even if a small percentage of them, let's just say 500 people, are consistent with their efforts, that's going to allow everyone to win that is moving consistently, doing their daily task. It's that simple. And so when I created SSM, I said, you know what? I didn't do this alone, right? I had someone to help me. As I built the business and grew, I went out and hired people. I have people they're called VAs, virtual assistants. They helped me to build the business. I didn't do it alone. So why is it that we have newbies or struggling marketers coming in and they're trying to figure it out by themselves and really not understanding what they're doing wrong or what they're doing right? So as we build the business, we make a lot of noise. We let people know what we have, right? Because we have the banners, right? We make noise and people just come to us. That's how we built a Facebook group of over 10,000 people in it. Because people want what we have. They not only just want the success, they want the value, and they want to understand what they have been doing wrong for the last 5 to 10 years. They want to understand, why is it working for some and not others? They want to understand, what does consistency actually look like? Because there is a look for that. It's not just about, oh, just be consistent. Well, what does that look like? That's important. And we go over these things and then teach you how to slowly implement these things, little bite-sized pieces, to produce massive results. So as we grow and as more people start their daily tasks, not only are they learning exactly what to do, they now have people reaching out to them to join them. They're not chasing people down, hunting people down, wondering if this person is going to join them, starting these fake conversations that make no sense. We don't want to do that. So what I want to do is I'm going to stop the presentation again, and we're going to bring out another person to actually give a testimony about SSM. And this person is doing this full time. This is their first year working full time in the business, and was actually able to leave their daytime job. Daryl, if you can unmute yourself.
Hey, hey, hey.
How are you, Daryl?
Blessed, doing good, doing good.
I haven't seen you in a while. But you're working.
I know it.
But you're working.
Yes, I am. Yes. Guys, look here. I promise I won't be long. I just want to say I've been with Successful Solutions Method since the first day we started. And I can remember when Amanda presented this program to me, I was looking at the big picture of the program, and it was almost like, okay, before I even completely got through the whole presentation, like I was already sold on the presentation, the format and how it was put together, because I already knew that we were going to have a huge turnout before it even launched, and it's crazy because when I sit back and look at from the first week or even the first month till now, like, I mean, here we are at close to $700,000 in payouts in like 5.5 months. And it's just crazy. And the thing that I love is that it ain't just the top earners. We've got a lot of top earners in this industry. I mean, in this program, but it ain't just the top earners is earning. Unlike a lot of platforms where just the people at the top, your upline earns and the downline people aren't making any money. In this program, everybody is making money. It doesn't matter. There are no downlines. You don't have to worry about that stuff. It's a training format, guys, an educational platform where you can use the training that is provided not only every week that Amanda does, but depending on what package and what level you come in at, there's phenomenal training on that. And it's just going to teach you how to brand yourself, how to build your engagement, how to make you a leader. And while you're doing those simple daily tasks, guys, you're going to be able to get paid. It's just phenomenal, man. Like I've done like about 5 or 6 of these, these interviews, just talking about how blessed this program, how it was able to allow me to walk away from a job that I hated, working 60 and 70 hours a week to be able to do it full time. And it's just a blessing. And the income that I have made from this program has allowed me to actually venture off into other opportunities right now that I'm really excited about. But it's just a blessing, especially for, people who don't have any experience. You don't need any. If you're new, that's fine. We've got so many people over here who are earning that's absolutely new, that's never made money online. Since I've been over here, guys, I have been able to make almost $21,000 with this program. I would have never done that anywhere else because I have never had this type of training, leadership, mentorship, this type of community to support. I've never had that in any of my businesses. Now, I've made money, but I haven't made the amount of money this fast because I didn't have the training and the mentorship, someone that I can lean on who is exactly where I'm trying to get to. So if you're looking for a phenomenal platform where you don't have to, that has a low startup cost as well. So, and it's one time, guys, that's even better. So if you're on the fence, if you're looking for a program that can literally change your life, can help you quit your job, put you in a position that you've never been in, guys, I highly recommend this. This program is phenomenal that Amanda's put together, and I'm grateful for it. And I thank you, Amanda, for this program.
Thank you so much, Daryl. And I'm glad that you're with us. Daryl was one of the first people, one of them that I reached out to, and I said, I wanted Daryl to just come on and help me to be a success coach. I'm like, Daryl, can you just come and help me? Yeah. And I never reached out to Daryl before. We were following each other, and I've never reached out to him. He never really reached out to me. He's seen me around, and he said, Amanda, I actually want to work this business. I want to do this. Yep. I don't want to just be a success coach. I want to do this. I like this. And I said, you sure? And he's like, yeah, I do. Yeah. $21,000 later, who would have ever
I know it. It's
So
crazy.
crazy. It's so crazy. And he goes, you know what? I'm leaving my job. I'm going to do this full time. And
Yep.
you know what? It's scary, right?
It is.
Because when you're used to doing something every single day in and day out, and if you've done it for years, now you have to change your mindset and you have to now believe in yourself more than
Yep.
ever before, right? Am I right, Daryl?
You're
You have
absolutely
to believe
correct.
in yourself more than ever before to make that decision.
But
And
I tell you,
guys,
what, man, I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm telling you, like, I don't regret it. It is the best thing I could have done. I mean, it is, there's so many benefits to being able to just wake up whenever you want. And I like the fact that I control my own income. I mean, that's just something. That's just something I've always had a passion for. But it also gives me time to just learn everything and continue to study the people who are where I'm trying to get to. So it's just a phenomenal feeling. Like I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. It's just phenomenal.
yeah, it is. And it is a good feeling. That's another thing. I used to hate having to get up early to get to work. I
Yep.
mean, the days of rushing out the house and if there was a snowstorm trying to get your car out the blizzard and it's just a lot. I mean, I remember those days. But what I want to tell people is that, you can have that success. You just have to
Yep.
be willing to work on it, go out and get it, work on your business every day. There's a lot of times when Daryl and myself as well, where we worked on our business in between um, working a full-time job, right? Because those are the things that you need to do when you want it bad enough, right? You work on your business and you work at your job and you juggle the kids and the husband and wife until you're able to say, you know what, I can do this full time. It took me 8 months of earning consistently to say, you know what, I'm gonna leave the job. And I was scared. I was scared because I'm like, dang, that's like, you think of it like, oh, that's a guaranteed income, but it's not guaranteed. A job is not guaranteed. You're like a drop in a bucket, and at any point you can be replaced. That's it. When you're working your own business, you have your own time freedom to learn and do the things that you need to do. There's much more reward in that. You just have to be consistent and do it. Okay. So going back to the presentation, guys, thank you so much, Daryl, for sharing that information. I extremely appreciate you. And not only that, how you're helping a lot of our members to make sure that they get the success that they need. I appreciate you for that as well. So Successful Solution Method is a program that gives back, pumping payouts back to our members that are consistently completing the task created so that you don't have to chase prospects, and it helps get rid of the tire kickers. So we all know what a tire kicker looks like. We've all had that one person in our inbox that's always looking for information, but they're never willing to join the opportunity, right? We all know what that looks like, right? Chasing down that one person that they're always acting as if they want to join, but they never do, right? We all know what that person looks like. And we all know that there's a lot of times that we are waiting for the moment for someone to join us. Because most of the time, that's the only way you make money. If no one joins you, you never get paid. You never get paid. That's just the way it's set up, right? So with SSM, what we decided to do is create a platform that gives back to people who are completing the task. And that's important because if you are doing what you need to do online and you're completing the task, at some point you're going to have your breakthrough. Now, for some people, that may be 3 months, some people 6, some people a year, maybe longer. Everyone works at their own pace, right? And not only that, some people have certain skill sets that just allows them to move faster. But while you're doing that, we reward people by taking a percentage of the money that comes in and splitting it amongst the members who are still trying to build their business. Now, how do we do that? Let's just say Daryl comes in, he brings in Ann, right? Ann comes in at the $1,000 level. Daryl is going to get $500. Now, what normally happens, the other $500 goes to the owner of the company. That's what normally happens. what we do with SSM is we take a percentage of that money that comes in and we give it back to the members who are completing the task. Why? Because we want everybody to win. We want people to be consistent, and we want people to know that they're not wasting their time, that what they're doing and the sacrifice that they're making by being a part of a program to help themselves, it's worth it, right? If you feel like, okay, so that's the thing with a lot of jobs, we don't feel valuable. We don't feel like I know I used to feel like that, a drop in the bucket. Nobody wants to feel like that. Nobody wants to feel like a drop in the bucket, right? You want to feel like you matter, people care, right? You want to know when you're doing well. You want to know the things that you're doing wrong, and why not be rewarded for the things that you're doing well with? That's what SSM is here for. So what I did was, when I first started SSM, not only did I give away over $10,000, because that's what I wanted to do to start the program. I wanted to give away some money to some of the members, but not only that, all of my following and the people who joined me, I pumped that money back into our members for the first 90 days. It actually went longer than that, to be honest, like 5 months of just taking the funds that was coming in from my own efforts. And because I wasn't struggling for an income, I was able to take that money and reward people for their efforts. And what happened when I did that? Now, you guys tell me what happened. In the chat box, what happened when I did that? It allowed people to work harder. People was like, oh my gosh, I see the vision, right? And then they went out and they worked hard. And then the results that they produced, we took that money and put it into some more people for them to see, look, dang, I didn't bring a lot of people in, but I've made a decent amount of money. Let me keep going. And then what happened? People that have never had results started to get results from completing the task. That's what it was all about. It started out with a giving heart, right? Gave the money away, showed people that they cared and they mattered. They worked harder as a team and built up the platform. And then as we bring more people in, the leaders are like, wow, I can be hands off. I don't have to go around and create these groups and train every person individually. I can bring them in, and you guys have success coaches, online live trainings, live webinars, step-by-step, newbie friendly. Well, I'm bringing in my whole team. And then we take a percentage of the top marketers that come in, a percentage of their money, and pump it into more newbies and struggling marketers. What does it do? It gives people hope. That's it. And then it allows people to see success that they've never had within the online space. So when we talk about how does it work, why it's working, that's what it's basically all about, uplifting one another. So some of the tasks that we complete within this platform, and these are some of the tasks, but the majority, these are the main things that we do that allows us to produce an income. What I do is I share with people exactly what we have been doing what I've been doing over the last 5 years and teaching others. And I give it to people in bite-sized pieces so that they can apply a little bit at a time and really start to learn how to produce an income from home. So we use banners that our in-house designer makes for us. We post them on our storyline and in our Facebook group. We motivate and inspire others through messages and quotes. We have ongoing training where we talk about a ton of things, mindset, what it takes to be successful, what does that look like, the things to avoid, what not to do. We go over the things that people are doing the most that they shouldn't be doing. We go over the things that people are doing that are having great success. We share stories and we talk about people who are earning now and what has allowed them to start earning consistently that have never made a dime online. We have a young lady that started this opportunity and had 20 signups in 1 month. She never ever experienced anything like that before. She talked about how that happened and why it happened. We also work on our accounts twice a day. We post our results. Why? To let people know that we have something that actually works. We engage on our Facebook group and in our chat room. What makes us so unique? We don't focus on selling. We did not come into this space to be salespeople. We don't want to be trying to convince someone to buy what we have. No one wants to do that. Apple is not out trying to convince people. Microsoft isn't trying to convince people. The people that make Mercedes-Benz is not out trying to convince people. Why? Because what they have holds enough value for people to go chasing them. When I went and purchased my first BMW vehicle, they didn't knock on the door and say, Amanda, do you want this car? No, I went to a site and I saw the vehicle and I was like, I gotta have it. That's how it happened. And I went to the BMW dealership and bought the vehicle. They didn't come to me. So why are we out there focusing on chasing people? It doesn't work. We are noticed because of the approach. We have highly targeted traffic. It's more than just the money. The results we have are consistent. So we have signups every single day. It's a hands-on approach. It's not the owner hides behind a website and there's no community. We don't do that. We all get in and we tackle things together. We have solutions together. We have wins together. We are a community that's highly engaged and growing. We teach people how to grow the business the right way. And what you learn will allow you to earn online for years to come because it's an evergreen product. So we have these different levels that you can come in at. And depending on what level you come in at does not determine whether or not you lose a sign up. It's not like you come in at the lower level. If someone coming in at a level higher than you don't make the money. We don't do that. What we want to happen is for you to make money and upgrade to the higher levels so that you get the training that you need. You are able to have the training that you need to go faster and move faster and earn faster. That's what it's for. It's an educational platform. So depending on what level you come in at, just depends on the amount of training that you're going to receive to allow you to earn faster, but not so that we can bully people into coming in at the higher levels because they're afraid of missing out. So what happens? Sometimes we have people that come in at the silver package, and then they may have somebody come in at the platinum package. They still earn 50%. They're not missing out because they're not at that level. But we do want them to upgrade just to get the training platform that's there for them to move faster. Because with online marketing, it is about speed. Your first 90 days, I talk about this all the time. You want to be all in, going as fast as you can. That's allowing you to build momentum. Coming in at the higher packages just allows you to leverage faster. You have more leverage. That's it. So we have the bronze level, which is a one-time fee of $125. Silver package, one-time fee of $325. Then we have the gold, which is $500. The platinum, which is $1,000, and then a diamond, which is $2,000. And these are all one-time payments. So once you buy in, you have the information for life. You can go back and view it as many times as you want. And it's not only that, it's going to tell you exactly what to do step by step. Step by step. When you join the opportunity, your main focus is going to be on income producing activities. That's what we focus on, nothing else. You're going to participate in weekly trainings and webinars. We also record all of the trainings and webinars so you can go back and view them again. You're going to post your results as you get paid. Let people know that what you have works. You're going to stay engaged in the Facebook group and the chat room for 30 minutes a day. You're going to work on your account and you're going to have the step-by-step instructions to tell you exactly what that looks like. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to have another testimonial. If you want to know what's included in the packages, all you have to do is reach out to the person that invited you, and they'll be able to give you the link that will tell you what's in each and every package. Okay? So we're going to have Hanifa come out and give a testimonial. If you can unmute yourself, Hanifa. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Oh, hi. Hey, journey, guys. I just had to actually count how much I've actually earned. When I do my post, I give an estimate, but I was off. My post today, I gave an estimate of $10,000, but it was actually $14,225,000 in less than 6 months. $14,225,000 in less than 6 months. Okay, that's just unbelievable for me, and for anyone else. It's people have a really hard time, right, knowing exactly what to do online, knowing how to make money. It's there, we just don't know how to do it, how to access it, right? Amanda makes it so easy for us. Literally, all you have to do is follow step by step instructions, remain active, just be there, be around, don't miss the information. All right, it is there for you to win. I am also a success coach, guys, and it's just a wonderful experience. Helping the members that's in our team, just seeing their smiles on their face, their gratitude for everything, being able to have that one-on-one coaching, someone to talk to, someone to guide you in the right directions. People are really grateful, thankful for that. And you guys have no idea how good it makes us feel to be able to help you. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, it's a wonderful feeling. And I look forward to continuing to do this for many, I don't know how long this is going to be around. Hopefully it's along forever, a forever green opportunity. We are just doing amazing. All right. I'm sorry, guys. That's pretty much it. My daughter's here distracting me. I'm sorry. Have a wonderful day. You have to do it. You have to do it. There's nothing that would stop you from doing this. If you're worried about the support is all the way there. You're worried about this being a scam, do some research. We have, out of 99.9% of people that are a part of SSM, 96.8 have all great things to say about us, okay? Join us. We are here. We're going to be around and we're ready and waiting for you. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you so much, Hanifa. Yes, and we have a lot of people who are having success. Not only that, we have a lot of people that believe in what we have because they are learning something and they're able to apply what they learn and they're seeing results. And that's basically what it boils down to. We work from home. Sorry about the kids. My daughter does the same thing. It's so funny. I used to remember I used to do lives and people used to be like, I saw your daughter in the background, but that's the beauty of working from home. That's the beauty of working from home. I'm going to go ahead and I want to reach out to this person. They don't know that I'm going to pick on them, but I want to because I want them to give a quick testimony and I can see them. Ronnie, are you there? Can you hear me? Ronnie, all good. Can you hear me? Yes, I see you, Ronnie. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. What's going on?
Nothing much. I wanted you to give a quick testimony.
Okay.
I
Yeah, you caught me off guard.
know. How long have you been in the program? Have you made any money? What are your results so far? What do you think about the opportunity?
Man, I never seen an opportunity like this since I've been on the online space. Like this, like literally just blow my mind. Like how simple and easy it is when you follow the directions that you put out there. It's like everything is on point, you know. Like you say, it ain't no black and white, shady gray, you know, ABC 1, 2, 3, you know. And I made like so far, I think I made like 3,600.
Okay. Yep. And Ronnie actually brought in a lot, some people that came in at the higher levels. You was pretty surprised. I think your first person came in at like one of the higher levels, $1,000 package. You've had some signups at the higher levels.
My girl Keisha, give her a big shout out. She came in at the $1,000 level. That whole story is like real funny to me because I thought somebody was, you know, playing a prank on me. You know, she messaged me. You know, she like, you know, let me get your link. I gave her the link, and man, the rest is history. Like she joined immediately. She was on it. She bought traffic and everything. She was on it.
Yeah, and it's been uphill every since. I send you banners a lot. So I'm like, let me pick Ronnie because I see him on here. And I just want to say thank you for giving us the opportunity to work with you. And not only that, you're doing a phenomenal job. So I appreciate you. And thanks so much for coming out and speaking tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, I'm going to pick on one more person, and then we're going to wrap it up. Again, guys, if you are new to SSM and you have any questions, and you want more information about the opportunity, feel free to reach out to the person that invited you to this business. We have here, hold on here. Let's see who we have. Yes, I'm going to pick on here. Desiree, can you hear me? Hey, Desiree, how you doing? I know people like, hi, how are you?
Good, you?
Hanging in there.
My husband's laughing at me.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm from Winnipeg, Canada. I've been with, let's see, 6 or 7 different companies, and I was just never succeeding. I was never going anywhere with it. It was so frustrating. And I was always jumping from company to company to company, and nothing was happening. And I was always thinking it was a company and not me. But then since I've joined SSM, I think I've been doing it for about a month or 4 weeks about now.
Okay.
And ever since I joined, I've been getting a lot more engagement from like only 2 likes a post. I've been getting anywhere from 40 to 60, sometimes 70 likes. I've made $500, which is amazing.
Congratulations.
And I just can't wait to see where this takes me.
Yes. And Desiree, you're doing a good job so far. You're consistent.
Thank
I
you.
always see you on the webinars. You're always interacting within a group, within a community, and many more to come. You know, well, I tell people all the time what it is. It's just about your consistency and your efforts. You know, if you stay consistent, you will start to produce results. You're welcome. And thanks so much for coming out and speaking tonight.
No problem. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, and that's what it takes, guys. You have to just be consistent, and you have to be willing to stick with one thing until it works. That's another thing. Sometimes people don't understand the more you move around, and And when you join a lot of different opportunities, it doesn't allow you to really grow, because think about it like this, guys. With every opportunity, just like when you go to a job, right? Every job, you're learning something different. You're learning something new. There's something else that you have to do, right? It's the same thing with the online space. So if you have one person that's teaching you one strategic way to earn online and how to do things, then you move on to another program, you have to learn something totally new a lot of the times, right? So now, and then not only that, what people don't understand is a lot of different opportunities produce different results. So you can be an SSM that gives you really good results, and then you go to a Forex opportunity or another or MLM opportunity and you get nothing. And sometimes it's just the opportunity is not converting. It's not something that people are looking for. It's not their cup of tea, right? So, and that's another thing I had to learn. All opportunities don't convert the same, because some of them are just garbage, or they just don't have enough training in order for you to produce the results that you're looking for. So what I'm gonna do is pick on one more person, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the evening. Thanks for everyone who was able to stay for the entire webinar. So we're going to move right on to, let me see here, Justin. I'm gonna bother Justin tonight. How you doing, Justin? Let me hit this button here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, how's it going, Amanda?
Good. How you been?
I'm good. I'm used to only talking to you in Messenger, so it's
No.
yeah, it's awesome to be able to talk to you on here.
Yes, tell people where you're coming from, how long you've been in the online space for.
All right, so hey guys, I'm Justin. I've been on the online space for a year, a little over a year. I've bought into a couple different opportunities, and I've had little to no success with most of the ones that I've joined into, and I spent a lot of different amounts of money as well. I've been with SSM now for a little over a month and 2 weeks maybe. I've made $1,375. It's actually been a major blessing, because anytime that you start a program and you don't see success, that discouragement, those voices inside of your head start to creep in, trying to tell you that you're not good enough or that you're not doing it right. And SSM really changed that for me, because, just by doing the income producing activities, I was able to see results. And I started to get different types of commissions, not just from, the IPAs. And it's really been a blessing. Really, the trainings were a step-by-step guide, and that's something that I needed. I come from a 9-to-5 construction, world. So trying to get familiarized with the computer and trying to figure out how to do, where it's, transferring a link to a website and all that, like the trainings really helped me 100% take it to the next level. I'm 100% grateful. Anytime that I've had questions, you guys have been there for me. The community itself is worth what I've put into the program. The community, we all lift each other up. It's absolutely been amazing. That's really all I can say about it. It's been a life-changing opportunity for me. My morale is through the roof with it. I don't wake up discouraged anymore. I wake up excited. So I appreciate you, Amanda.
Thank you so much, Justin. I appreciate that. I appreciate you too. I think I'm happy that the people that we brought into SSM, a large majority of them are ready to work. They're motivated, they're consistent, and they're willing to put in the efforts to make it work. You're one of those people. I love your page, by the way. I love your page. You're doing a phenomenal job. So keep on going. I appreciate you.
Awesome. Thank you, Amanda.
You're welcome. And guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for tonight. But again, get back to the person that invited you. We are having webinars every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Invite other people. Make sure to put up your banners so people can come in and see what we have going on. $700,000 in payouts so far. Congratulations to the team, and many more to come. Stay inspired and stay blessed, guys. Love you guys.